Fuck yeah, that's the way you clap a poet all the way to the stage. I'm like runway walking back there. I'm like, oh, excuse me. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I am Imani, and I drink while I do poetry, so, just run with it. It's going to be fine. I promise to take care of you. A few things that I'm going to say before I, do my poety thing. I talk about a lot of really sensitive issues, so take care of yourself. I'm going to give you my trigger warning now because my whole life is a trigger warning. So just be aware, take care of yourself, walk out, take a moment, talk to somebody. Feel free to ask me questions after the show if you need to. That's what I'm here for. The other thing, I always open with this poem because it's kind of like my incantation. I'm a little witchy. I know, right? You're like, wait, this black girl with like this weave, she's witchy? What the hell? I know, right? I'm telling you, it's a weird story. I'll tell you one day. But this is, I'm just not going to tell you today. So my witchy woo-woo ways kind of forces me to do this poem whenever I'm in front of lots of people. So let's incant and let's open the space, all right? Listening is like static, black and white fuzz, blurred particles behind eyes, glassy with opinion. They spell out confusion, sounded silence whirring between temples, black pushing against white. Tarried words snowing the banks of parted lips, narration confronting your world. And like color, listening is never quite real. Ever tainted by inner screamings, your worldview old-mouthed, bowed corners, knocking ribs out of place until social patterns enshroud our differences and hurl me into what I'm becoming. I'd be like milky-eyed oracle wisdom foretelling next rumble, rolling revolution round vowel sounds until they drip from tongues, spit poems like rainfall. I dampen the dry places, move dust to mud, keep coming. Call me oracle, bitch, because my song sounds like your pit bull. Rip sacred texts to shreds and I bark out actions. Never let the familiar trump mystery by placing boundaries around perspective. I beat against walls until my fists are bloodied insane with the thought of change. And I know listening takes courage, just like it takes blood and fire to speak. But I be coming if you're listening. Thank you. Y'all are so supportive. I like it. A supportive audience helps a poet be a better poet. I tell you. It's a real thing. So this next thing I've been doing lately, I describe it kind of like a roller coaster. I'm going to like strap you into a seat, and then I'm going to do like 15 poems without stopping. You're not going to know how many I never really counted them, so it might be, I don't know how many poems it is, but you'll never know the break in between the title and the actual poetry because I'm experimenting with not having breaks because I think it's kind of silly. So, I know, right? What? So, it's going to be a ride, so put on your safety belts, and let's take this. Thank you. See? Yes! Everyone needs a person that straps up for them in the front row. I'm telling you, I also like rubber strap-ons. I'm a gay girl. What do you want me to do? It's fine. But thank you for buckling up for safety. So this is, it's going to be fun. Aurora Borealis. She is fast-lit, slow-motion snaked tone, gentle lights and an inevitable ceiling. The stop fans darkness in neon waves, chest out, bold color, ignite before the blood. She is fissile bone, almost break ash gray, after combust. Assorted tongue slip thighs, parted to beckon, sutured bullet. She has above all else become martial law. Sutured bullet and powder clouds blood. How else would her bones discover authentic structure, unhinged cap, and Holy Ghost white after the images, the tear gas, don't shoot, #Ferguson. She can smell blood, thickening on slow burn stuck simmer. Someone else's back coil, electric. She can taste their anger. It is vanilla sweet scent and bitter. Without sugar, a distilled unrest. She can see innocence, bullets, blackness. She can hear popped pressure smoke released. Heartbeats become thunder, rolling in rain. Gassed eyes exposed. She can feel metal, cocked tire skid, sutured truth, force-fed, please, don't, shoot. She wonders if she will become less little, more red. Red reads star-spangled bodies like year-long horoscopes splattered across the only sky she has ever known. Every wrinkle, a galaxy discovered by her touch. She is rock, sugar-tang hibiscus. Full-bloom body and effervescent pop, so she prays. Full root to cedar circle in hopes that shallow pool will turn to ocean. Red's real name is Allegra. She never tells anyone because hood always comes first, but she wishes on summer days that she could be all leg and rah. She is polished root and opal finish, iridescent conversation, butterscotch memory, all gracious gestures and front teeth grin. She reminds me someone wins on my way to my grandmother's house. Sometimes we tuck ourselves inside and remind our younger selves that she is safe. Sometimes we encounter the big bad wolf and she is not safe. 2, I never thought I would liken myself to Little Red riding a hood. Only problem is this one doesn't have hydraulics. 3, I think I understand why she carried a basket. A girl has got to have somewhere to store her shattered bits. After the wolf ambushes her in the woods, for a girl who knows where she's going never knocks. She just opens the door, knowing that her destiny will answer. 5, what happens after she is eaten? Does the wolf remember her name? 6, can we still call it trauma if it is an ancestor with cancer in the living room with backwash accents? 7, did anyone interview her? Inquire about the magic passed down from grand to daughter. Did she also inherit the gift to shapeshift? 7, 8, if a wolf belches and there's no one there to hear it, does it make a sound? And then do you let the wolf decide that no one told Red adult life is all lonely and big decisions, like where to set up home and what white man will collect her rent, or what affordable really means, poor and then black. See, she is left with overwhelm and ocean rock nausea because she can only drink so much before her liver starts complaining and they start calling her cunt or pussy, the magician without smoke, just an empty stage, and White Rabbit in a waistcoat in a world where he is Red's lunch. Wonderland is just a fucking rumor, and Alice, she can't save you either. So what comes after is just held breath and bated hope, daydreamer mystic front porch glow. Center and soul and God. I remember, yes, no, maybe want to love her once I laid slow blink open mouth stare against take off your cool stride and side grin, slick mouth confidence. She was body, surrender, and shake supple to her soft. On my center, soul, God, said yes. I was hers before she, yes, no, maybe wanted to love my slow blink open gaze into cool removed vulnerable, slick mouth confidence, all center, soul, and God. Thank you. Thank you. You're all making me blush. Holy hell. So you can unbuckle yourself. You're free now. It's okay. We're gonna get off the ride. So I just, like a year ago, I published a collection of poetry called Beloved Collision. And this collection is kind of intense because I decided, you know, Imani, why don't we see how many like raucous, raw images we can like mash together into this one little tiny book? Let's do it. Fuck it, right? Right. So did. And that kind of became Beloved Collision. It's intense, it's raw and hard sometimes, and yeah, sometimes it's therapy and sometimes it's not. I have them for sale. I am trying to get to a writer's retreat, so please support my life as I do that. It's real. Writers are broke. Anyway, so this piece is the kind of the namesake of the book. I called the book after this poem. So this is Beloved Collision. Take care of yourself. Her voice was calm when she said, "Bitch, spread your legs." I wide-eyed obliged and spread all length and vulnerable of me for coarse invasion. I never said stop when deep breath led to salted palm assault. Oh, I thought you liked it rough. Remorse after shock, still I never said a word. I have never said a word. Never unstitched fleshy lips to profess consent. Imani, hey, I'm sorry. I mean, I never meant. See, no one ever means to shake body free of spirit. They all just want a good fuck yeah, bitch, hit it, and forge shut out demons. Leave them on sheets. I wash them in the hey, good morning. Would you like some breakfast? I, humble servant, exist to help lighten your darkness. So as you can imagine, after that, I had to put my vagina through therapy. So I did. There's something interesting about my vagina. I believe that my vagina is a person all unto herself, which she is. She has desires and needs that sometimes I don't agree with. So I had to give her a name so that I could address her properly. My vagina's name is Patricia. All of this will make sense in a moment. Therapy notes, session 1, as relayed by my cunt. Patricia has forgotten how to breathe deep. Shallow breath seems to fit the height of terror experience always on the other side of her eyelids. She has never found safety in girl parts. Therapy notes session 2, as relayed by my cunt. Patricia has forgotten how to want. She can no longer hold the tiny shattered bits people have left, the ones she failed to pick up because being victim is way more comfortable. See, resignation yields no disappointment. Her eyes don't even have wet to spill past lashes or the tools to crack open chest. She is hollow like fallen log in high winds. Patricia has failed to forgive. Heartbreak is simply a pattern. She keeps trying to lock the hurt between sweat-drenched thighs and her favorite panties, but lace does not frill or pretty the empty. She hopes that breath will then bring balance because exhale seems to have no purpose. Patricia is 5 inhales and 2 fists clenched from remember. The way this felt the first time, and here we are again, broken past recognition in search of next steps because trust is this weird process, and she would like to think that this whole mess puts her better off after the dried cracks yield to epoxy, but glue is not as useful when the hands to mend are limp. Puzzles then become useless, so she is tired, and Patricia has given up. Her ability to love is folded and packed between 2 delicate sheets that make sure shattered bits don't come tumbling out. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna leave you with something a little lighter. just to help your lives out. Just elevate it just a little. It's okay. I enjoy digging through the dictionary and finding like fascinating words and then defining them with a poem. It's pretty much my favorite. So this is called Colopsia. You should look it up. It's awesome. Beauty is never as polished, never as full, never as passionate as it seems. In fact, it's more like Oz. You know, poppies and fishnet stockings to swing you full force into a one-night stand and a tab at the end of the night. Thank you.